The true horror of Annabelle. In the dimly lit room of the Warren Occult Museum, a shiver ran down my spine as I laid eyes on Annabelle. She was nothing like the doll portrayed in the movies. No, this Annabelle was an innocent-looking Raggedian doll, yet something about her sent chills through my soul. I had heard the terrifying tales, but I was there to uncover the truth behind the cursed doll known as Annabelle. My name is Rachel, and I am a journalist who has always been skeptical of the supernatural. Ghost stories and haunted dolls were merely myths to entertain the masses. But when I stumbled upon the legend of Annabelle, my skepticism wavered. The stories seemed too consistent, too chilling to be mere fabrications. I was granted an interview with Ed and Lorraine Warren, renowned demonologists and the keepers of the Occult Museum. They welcomed me into their eerie domain, where countless haunted objects were locked away, each with a sinister tale of its own. But the most infamous of them all was Annabelle. Ed began recounting the origins of the cursed doll. It was the 1970s when a nursing student named Donna received Annabelle as a gift from her mother. At first, the doll appeared harmless, almost endearing. Donna and her roommate, Angie, soon noticed strange occurrences. The doll seemed to move on its own, its position changing overnight. Thinking it was a prank, they ignored the oddities until one day when they found a piece of parchment paper beside Annabelle, bearing the words, "Help us." Terrified, they sought the assistance of a medium who revealed a grim tale. According to the medium, Annabelle was inhabited by the spirit of a young girl named Annabelle Higgins. The medium claimed that Annabelle's lifeless form acted as a conduit for Annabelle's restless soul, and the dolls sought their companionship and protection. Despite their fear, Donna and Angie empathized with the spirit, and they allowed Annabelle to stay. This decision would prove to be a grave mistake. The dolls' actions grew increasingly malevolent, often inflicting physical harm. Claw marks appeared on their bodies, and the doll was discovered in different rooms, seemingly moving by itself. The situation escalated when Donna's boyfriend, Lou, expressed his dislike for the doll. One night, while staying over, Lou awoke to find Annabelle strangling him. He fought back, but his injuries were significant, leaving him with deep scratches and bruises. Terrified for their lives, Donna and Angie finally turned to the Warrens for help. Sensing a dark presence surrounding the doll, Ed and Lorraine conducted an investigation. Lorraine's psychic abilities allowed her to tune into the malevolent force that had taken over the doll. Lorraine warned the girls that Annabelle wasn't the spirit of a young girl but a demonic entity, a sinister trickster that sought to possess them and use their energy for malicious intent. Fearing the worst, Ed and Lorraine decided to take Annabelle with them for safekeeping. Even though the doll was now safely confined in a glass case in the Warren Occult Museum, it was far from dormant. Visitors and skeptics alike reported eerie experiences surrounding Annabelle's display. Some claimed to hear soft whispers, while others saw the doll's eyes follow them across the room. As I listened to the spine-chilling tale, doubt gnawed at me. I wondered if the experiences were merely a result of fear and expectation, but the Warrens showed me a letter they received from a priest who had visited the museum. The letter described a terrifying encounter with Annabelle during his visit. On his way home, he felt an unnatural presence in his car, as if something dark was watching him. Losing control of the vehicle, he narrowly avoided a fatal accident. He believed that the demonic entity attached to Annabelle had followed him, seeking retribution for the Warrens' actions. His letter ended with a plea to the Warrens to perform an exorcism on the doll, to rid it of the malevolent spirit once and for all. But the Warrens refused, knowing that the doll's containment was the only way to prevent the entity from wreaking havoc on the world. As the interview concluded, I thanked Ed and Lorraine for their time and began to leave the museum. However, as I passed Annabelle's glass case, a chilling sensation enveloped me. I could swear I saw the doll's mouth curve into a sinister smile, as if it knew I was a skeptic, daring me to question its power. Outside the museum, I took a deep breath, trying to shake off the eerie feeling that clung to me. My mind was filled with the haunting stories I had heard. Despite my skepticism, I couldn't deny that something inexplicable surrounded Annabelle. The cursed doll continued to haunt my thoughts long after the interview. nightmares plagued my sleep, visions of an innocent-looking doll transforming into a malevolent force, seeking to possess and harm anyone who dared to cross its path. Now, whenever someone mentions Annabelle, I shudder, knowing that there are realms beyond our understanding. Perhaps some tales are meant to be believed, and some objects, like the cursed doll Annabelle, are best left untouched, locked away in the darkness, their secrets preserved for those brave enough to explore the world of the unknown.